What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the spring season in Forza Horizon 4. So right now we're driving around in our Zenvo TSR-S, which we unlocked in the last video. If you haven't seen that, definitely go check that out. But today we're going to jump in and continue with the weekly festival playlist. And we're going to be taking care of the Luxury Getaway to unlock the Ferrari Enzo. So we go over to the actual race here. You can see that our car restriction is S1 class and it has to be a Ferrari. So I'm going to go set up 3 Ferraris and we'll jump back into that race and start up the championship in our first one. So I'll see you in just a second. Alright, so here we are at the starting location for the Luxury Getaway Championship. So we are in the 599 GTO. This is the 2010 Ferrari 599 GTO. Not to be confused with the 599 XX Evolution. That is a completely different car. So, here we go. We're going to start this. Let's see how many sprint races we get. Just
UK,
1 and 2 circuit races.
I can't guarantee good weather for this championship. What I can guarantee is that it'll be fun come rain or shine.
Alright, so we do have our, again, it's the 599 GTO. Don't get it confused with the 599 XX Evolution. We also set up the 360 or 360 Challenge Stradale and the 512 or the 512 Testarossa. So we're going to jump into this one first and knock out this first race. And we kept all of them Ferrari red. 2 of them do have kind of like race liveries on them, or race wraps, whatever you want to call it nowadays. And the other one is just the stock Ferrari paint. But of course it is Ferrari red, so making sure that we are doing it against highly skilled drivatars so that we get the car, and then 3 stars to get the Ferrari Enzo. And here we go with the first race. Alright. A little congested in here. This is a really tight course. That guy's got the police livery, but we've got the siren. Alright. Let's see what we can do to get out in front here. As we're racing through here, the 2 people out in front, the 2 drivatars out in front are club mates. If you want to join a club, definitely go join the Bomb Gaming Forza group. We're up to 8 members, which is awesome. You guys are killing it. But definitely go join that if you aren't in one, or if you just want to be in a smaller one and help us grow, potentially find new people to play with. We also have a Discord server, which is down in the description below. Same kind of concept, just trying to help each other out, find people to play with, find people to do the trial events and the playground games events, and just potentially make new friends that obviously have an interest in playing the game. So definitely go check that out. We do post the tunes that we use for these events in the Discord server as soon as we do them. I'm not posting them this week just because I was out of town for the majority of the week and just got back on Sunday. So I'm just now posting all these videos, so I'm just trying to get caught up and make sure all the videos are at least out by Wednesday. So I won't be posting the tunes in the Discord server this week, but starting next week we'll be back at it again and starting to post those tunes on Thursday. And usually the tunes will be on the Discord server before the video comes out. So if you'd rather just look for the tune and the cars that I use, definitely go check out that Discord server. Again, a link is down below in the description. We are on our final lap here. This car's handling it really well. This is a really tight circuit, so having too much power, not enough brakes is not a good thing to have here. And I think this thing just has a little bit of understeer, but again, once you get used to it a little bit, it's easy enough to manage. So there we are, there's the finish line, and the drivatars are nowhere in sight. So that is 1 race down. And we'll go ahead and jump into the next one and into our next car. Alright, here we go, jumping into the 512 Testarossa in the Horizon Festival circuit. So the tune or the share code for the tune for this car will be up on the screen now if you want to check it out. If you're new to the channel, what I do is I go through the festival playlist every week and try to create videos on all of the events. For the seasonal championships, what I do is I try to use 3 different cars, so a car in each of the races of the championship, just so that everybody has a chance to see different cars, and not everybody has the exact same car. So there's a chance that you don't have this car, but you may have had the 599 GTO from the last race. So just kind of showing different options that can be used and the tunes that I use with them. And then obviously if there's a bad tune, I would suggest you don't use it, but for the most part we use tunes from, that was just a bad turn on my behalf. We use tunes from Ugrundy or highly ranked tuners. So there's usually never a bad tune. Sometimes we take a leap of faith out on people that aren't so highly ranked in tuning just to see, how they do. And we haven't had a bad tune yet, so just hanging in there and trying to provide as much information as possible to people that might be struggling with these events, or people that just want to see what car gets it through the fastest or the easiest, because a lot of people just complete the events to complete the events, because that's what they're there for. So there we go, Testarossa handled that one flawlessly. 20 more points, and we're moving into our final race here. Alright, here we go into the last event. It is the Lakeside Sprint, or Lake District Sprint maybe, I don't know what it was called. But we're using the 360 Challenge Stradale, and the share code for this tune will be up on the screen now if you want to check it out. It's feeling good. Ooh, it's on the brakes, okay. It brakes really well. It held that line really well. Obviously that line was red as can be, and it held that through. This thing has a good aero package on it apparently. There we go. This thing feels good. Okay, so you can't really judge how a car would do in the sprint races compared to how it would do in the circuit races. Obviously the circuit races are a little more tight turns, but I think this would probably be your car to choose. We are blasting off in front of the Drivatars, so if I only had to choose one car, and again you had the 360 Challenge Stradale, this is probably the car I would use. I'm not saying that the other cars wouldn't work, and they may do fine, I don't know, because we did them in sprint or circuit races, and this is obviously a sprint race where you get to see more of the top end speed rather than just the cornering ability. But this thing just feels good, so as I hit a wall, but it feels good for the most part. So this is definitely the car I would choose if I was choosing any, or if I had it, is what I should say. But use that at your will. You might be able to get them pretty cheap on the auction house. You might be able to buy them pretty cheap from the auto show, in all honesty. I don't know. Straight away, yeah, we killed the Drivatars. So, there we go. And we will end this one in reverse. There we go. That one felt really good. Let's see how far ahead we ended up being. 6 seconds. Not too bad. 6 seconds is an eternity in racing, so there we go. Luxury Getaway is complete. That'll get us the 3 stars because we raced against the highly skilled Drivatars and the Ferrari Enzo. And 40 grand for the credits. So so it kind of makes up a little bit for like 300 grand that we spend in tunes, because each car is around, not exactly, but around 100,000. We'll say 80 to 100,000 credits to tune. It looks like that's going to get us 80% in Series 36, which unlocks the Nissan Pulsar. I've heard that that's pretty good for the like online playground games, but we'll probably never use it, quite honestly. So we're 35% on the season. Let's go ahead and jump into our new Ferrari real quick. There we go. She's a beaut, Clark. It's actually one of the Ferraris that we don't have in the game. There are like a ton of Ferraris in this game, and we don't have a lot of them. And this is probably one of my favorite Ferraris. I just remember being a kid and playing all the racing games, and this is like what you wanted, just because it was so cool. So, what year is this? 2002. Okay. Just such a cool car. But I hope you guys did enjoy. If you found the video helpful, make sure you leave a like down below. Get subscribed for future Forza Horizon 4 content. Just killed a BMW. Like I said, every Thursday I go through the weekly festival playlist and create videos on all of the events. So if you want to stay tuned for that, definitely get subscribed. But other than that, we will see you in the next video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.